If we need to repeat something for you, we can do that after we finish this more formal part of the press conference, and we can answer any questions, or at least I can try to, if you need to redirect or need me to explain anything or spell somebody's name, we can get that done for you. So we're going to hear from the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney first, and then she's going to introduce the next speaker in that order. Okay? All right.
Good morning. Yesterday afternoon, the St. Louis County Grand Jury returned an indictment against 3 defendants, Lavore Harmon, Anthony L. Young, and Anthony D. Young, which included 10 charges. The first 6 charges are 2 counts of murder in the first degree, 2 counts of armed criminal action, 1 count of knowingly exploding or burning, and 1 count of tampering with physical evidence. These first 6 charges are against all 3 defendants acting together. They are new charges which stem from an ongoing investigation by multiple police agencies the last 4 months. These charges originate from a sexual assault case which was issued in May of 25 when a witness to that case was offered a bribe to drop charges. He refused and was subsequently murdered. This investigation and the apprehension of these 3 defendants is a result of the hard work of combined police agencies, including the Ferguson Police Department, St. Louis County Police, St. Louis City Police, and the FBI, along with our office, the St. Louis County Prosecutor's Office, working in partnership with the U.S. Attorney's Office. While every defendant is presumed innocent, due to the diligence and the countless hours and cooperation of these law enforcement agencies, we are confident that these defendants will be held accountable. Now, I have assigned this case to Senior Assistant Prosecuting Attorney John Schlesinger, who is here to give you some further details. However, this is an ongoing investigation. There is not a lot that we can share, but I'm going to hand it over to John to offer a little bit more.
So I'm fairly limited on the information I can provide to you all at this time, but I'm going to share with you as much as I can that's been made available in documents filed with the court. On May 19th of this year, our office charged Lavore Harmon with 4 counts, 1 count of statutory rape in the 2nd degree and 3 counts of statutory sodomy in the 2nd degree. At-large warrants were issued for his arrest at that time. On May 29th, a couple weeks later, Lavonda Harmon, the sister of Lavore Harmon, and another individual attempted to bribe Kcoree Warren, a witness in that pending case. She attempted to bribe the witness with about $12,000. Mr. Warren declined to accept that bribe. Ms. Harmon has been charged with tampering with a witness in a felony prosecution, and warrants were issued for her arrest. She posted a $100,000 cash-only bond. On July 8th of this year, Kcoree Warren was shot and killed by Andrew Klaus at his home in Ferguson, Missouri. Andrew Klaus was later killed that same day. The vehicle in question, a white Kia, was set on fire and destroyed the same day as well. Lavore Harmon was arrested on the sexual assault case on July 11th of 2025. My office filed a motion to increase Lavore's bond, and it was then increased to $2 million cash only. He's been confined in the St. Louis County Jail since. Investigation by multiple agencies over the past few months have shown that Lavore Harmon, Anthony L. Young, and Anthony D. Young orchestrated these murders by acting together and with others. Like I said, Lavore remains jailed on a $2 million bond. Both Anthony L. Young and Anthony D. Young are currently in federal custody on unrelated charges, but they each have a $2 million cash bond on these warrants as well. Thank you.
Chief Doyle.
Good morning. Again, thank you, Prosecuting Attorney Melissa Smith, John, actually your whole office, not for what you have done in this particular case in regards to prosecution, but for all the cases that you do. I remember when you first took office, you said you would be relentless on assisting crime victims, and it was more evident in this case that we're talking about today. So this case that began on Bayview Court here in Ferguson that extended to the city of St. Louis. It's probably one of the more, was a tragic and probably one of the most senseless acts of violence that our region have seen this year. But that's where the strong work of our detective bureaus and our collaborative partners come in. And Ms. Smith have already mentioned it, but I couldn't stand here and tell you how proud I am of the detectives here at the Ferguson Police Department. I mean, these men work extremely hard, day in and day out, long hours. I had to oftentimes tell them to go home, but it was very important that they brought some type of resolve to this, to these families. Along with our partnering agencies, St. Louis County Police Department Intelligence Unit, St. Louis County Police Department TAC Unit, St. Louis City Police Department, FBI, U.S. Attorney's Office, and obviously our own prosecuting attorney's office. Let me speak directly to the families here. The families of these victims, our hearts are with you. And it was with them in every part of this case. So every interview, every search warrant that was conducted, the pain of these victims of what they shared, the families of these victims, what they shared, it was always at the forefront in this particular case. I also want to send a message out to our community. This is a prime example of what collaboration looks like. You know, when this police department works hard with our partnering agency, along with our prosecuting attorney's office, we can see what real justice looks like. So I'm extremely happy with the collaboration, and again, look forward to the conclusion of this particular case. And in closure, obviously this is an important step, right? This remained an active investigation, and prosecuting attorney Smith just mentioned it. As always, you know, everyone in this case presumed innocent until found guilty in a court of law. That's all I got.
Are you taking questions?
I'm not. Do you, yeah,
Sure.
you want to take
If we
a few
can answer,
here?
yeah.
Yeah, so again, they are limited in what they can say, but, you know, we'll try to do the best we can. And Chief will be here if you want to talk about anything around the Ferguson Police Department's involvement.
Can you confirm if this was a murder for hire case?
Yeah, you,
As of right now, it's not charged in that way. And again, we're very limited on what we can say. This is still an ongoing investigation. If we learn of evidence like that, we will obviously be working in cooperation with the U.S. Attorney's Office on any potential charges that could come if we discover that.
Do you believe both the father and his killer were killed by the same individuals, the two, Anthony L. and Anthony D?
we believe they were all acting together in both of these murders.
The witness in the sexual assault case was shot and killed by Andrew Klaus, who was an associate of these three individuals. Andrew Klaus was then later murdered, we again believe, by these three individuals, and the evidence has shown that.
So you think that these three individuals were physically there when Andrew Klaus was murdered?
That is our belief, yes.
What is the Young's relationship to the Harmons? Were they friends or acquaintances before this plot unfolded?
Their family. Anthony L. Young is the uncle of LaVor Harmon, and Anthony D. Young is Anthony L. Young's son.
Earlier you said there were others involved. Would you disagree with, are there other charges pending with those, or is it just?
We cannot answer that at this time.
LaVor has ties to, it sounds like, an organized sort of drug distribution. He served federal time for those charges. Is this connected to that organization or that web of people?
We don't have information on that at this time.
Can you tell us what, sorry, can you tell us what the Youngs were previously incarcerated for?
No, I'm not able to share that with you today.
Can you kind of break down who was the first victim?
The first victim is Kcoree Warren. He was shot a little after 3 o'clock on July 8th, and then Andrew Klaus was later shot that evening on July 8th.
And Klaus was a witness.
No, Klaus was the shooter of Kcoree Warren, and then was later shot and killed himself.
Mr. Warren was a witness in the sexual assault case.
Any other questions?
And where, on LaVor, where does the rape and savage charges come in? Where does that come into?
Those charges were issued back in May, and then the 2 homicides occurred in July.
Andrew's family had reported him missing. Were they aware of his association with these people?
I don't have that information, I'm sorry.
Chief Doyle, can you talk to us about just how the victims in this case are doing, specifically the daughter? And I know, I believe, there was a sister that was home at the time that this had happened. If you could just speak on that, obviously, first this, rape case, and then losing her father.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, think about it. I mean, someone experiencing something like that, I mean, this is tragedy. I mean, the mere fact that we're sitting here having this conversation about it, I mean, we all have kids, we all have relatives. I mean, to go through something like that and experience like that is horrible. But I'm going to speak a little bit about the victims here. This is Captain Harris, who's the captain in charge of the detective bureau.
We've met with the family several different times throughout this case, and the detectives that were in charge of that portion of it are very close to the victims. We've spoken to them, and they're doing as well as they can after losing their father and the one being a victim of the sexual assault herself.
Question. Have you all identified the man that was with LaVonda Harmon when she offered the bribe to Kcoree Warren?
We have identified who that individual was, but at this time, since it's an ongoing investigation, we cannot release this information to you at this time.
No charges against that person?
Not at this time.
One more question.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.